Okay, hey guys. So last night's episode of Pretty Little Liars. I apologize for the noise in the background. That's my air conditioner. I know it's pretty loud. So let me just start off by saying that episode was by far the worst episode I've ever seen of Pretty Little Liars. It was so boring, and the previews and the sneak peeks gave away the best parts of the episode, if that. I thought that they showed that it looks like it was going to be such a good episode. There was so much lead up to it with the sneak peeks and the previews, but they didn't go anywhere from there. And I'm going to keep looking at my clock because I am heating. I made these mugs for my teachers because I just graduated last week, and I wanted to give them something for saying thank you for teaching me and stuff. And they are in the oven right now, and I don't have a ton of time. So my first thing for last night's episode is, where the heck was Mona? She wasn't in the episode at all. They barely mentioned her. I felt like this episode, we saw in a sneak peek, we saw Allie talking to her dad and asking him about Charles, and that went nowhere, that whole conversation. And I thought that this was going to be such a revealing episode, and we were going to learn so much. I thought we were going to learn about what happened to Mona, how A took her, what happened to her before the girls got there, what happened to the girls in those rooms. We barely learned anything about that. I thought we would have learned about where Mike has been, about that supposed Sarah Harvey girl. That brings me to the other question. Where is Mike? They just found Mona and his sister, who have been missing. Well, his sister's been missing for 3 weeks. Mona's been missing for much longer. He thought she was dead. And he's nowhere to be seen. And Mona's nowhere to be seen. And again, who the heck is Charles/Charlie, as we heard in the preview for next week? Who the heck is he? It's not Andrew, obviously. Is Charles Mr. Hastings' son also? Because if he's Jason's twin, he'd have to be Mr. Hastings' son. But if he's not, and he's a year younger than Jason, or a year older, whose son is he? Is he Mr. DeLaurentis's, or is he some other person's son? Why are the girls' parents so surprised as to how they are reacting when they're being at their back? Arya's mom is so surprised that Arya just wants to talk to the police right away, and Hannah's mom's so surprised that she wants to change her room up so much at the beginning of the episode, and Spencer's mom is just surprised with Spencer's whole attitude, and Emily's mom is so surprised that she went to go to the gun range and stuff. And I don't feel like those are such surprising reactions that the girls would have. They were told about this underground bunker. They were told about what was in there and about these rooms. So I don't feel like this is such a surprising reaction when your girls have been missing for almost a month. Yeah, they're going to feel unsafe. They're going to feel out of control, and they want to gain some of that back. So the next thing is, I don't think that Sarah Harvey is actually Sarah Harvey. I think that I don't really know who she is, but I don't think she's Sarah Harvey, because I just don't think that that's who she is. I think there's a better chance of her being Bethany Young than there is of her being Sarah Harvey. Not that she's Bethany Young, but is the story Sarah told about The Rock, which was so similar to Allison's, was she told that by A when she was being made to be Allison? Because, she was dressed as Allison. Was she told that by A because she was supposed to be Allison? And why in the heck has Arya not learned her lesson about lying to the cops? She lies to them again, which is such a huge lie, because now anything that she says is invalid. Because she lied about Andrew. Next thing. Why in the heck is Andrew being Charles still even part of the storyline? Like, it's not. It's just, and why are people believing it? He's not Charles. Like, he was barely on the show before. He's on the show now, and A is framing him like he's framed every other person on the show. Well, the majority of the cast, A has framed. So, why for a second would they think that A would suddenly reveal himself as Andrew? No, it's not. Charles is not Andrew. Why is Mr. Laurentiis so defensive towards Allie about Charles? He got so defensive in that whole discussion with Allie. He's like, there is no Charles De Laurentiis. He said there is no Charles De Laurentiis in this family, which makes it sound like he was disowned or something along those lines. There's a Charles De Laurentiis. He's just not in this family. And why in the heck does it seem like their parents still don't know about A, apart from the fact that they were kidnapped? And apart from the Hastings. But it seems like the rest of their parents still don't know about A and everything that A has done. At least that's what it seems like. Let me check my clock. Okay, next video.